allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, does anybody have any changes to the agenda? After anniversary announcements, I just will give an update on the mayor's letter that's been circulating around the state. Anybody else have any changes?
No.
If not, we would entertain a motion to approve the agenda with that one addition.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Robin, second by Becky to approve the agenda with the one change. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, state no. That motion carries. Guests in open forum, is there anybody here tonight to address council? All right, we'll move on to committee reports, presentations, and awards. Budget and Finance Committee.
Budget and Finance met on December 18th. We talked about the Luann Drive Grant and Development Project, and we'll be seeing more about that as full council in January, later in January. And then we talked about Edgewood Drive development, and we just had some real basic discussion about funding strategies and timing. Other than that, we went through our financials. Everything looked good. Past utilities are about what they've been, and that is about it.
All right, any questions for Robin? Thank you, Robin. And Golf Committee.
Golf Committee, we met December 23rd. We went over some financials, and you guys would have seen the numbers in your packets, but it was kind of neat to just see that it was a record year for the total revenue this year, so that was pretty amazing. There was 38,000 rounds of golf played, which is mind-blowing to me. So, I mean, that's awesome. We kind of just basically started talking about our phase 3 of the cart path improvement project that will start up again this spring. And I don't know if you guys saw on social media and stuff, it was announced today and through their emails that we have a new golf pro coming in. His name is Greg Schultz. He has over 40 experience under his belt, and he's just very excited. I just kind of want to let you guys know, like, this is his thing. So it's not like we're paying him to do lessons.
Not going to be an employee.
He's not an employee, so this is his own jam, and whoever takes lessons through him pays him. So yeah, so we're really excited to have him because he's very excited, wants to kind of help out with the youth programs too. If he's just around, he'll do it on his own time. And so yeah, so that's the biggest news. Everything's going good with the breakfast in the mornings, on the weekends, if you guys have checked that out yet. And then with, obviously, the meat raffle and the bingo is going really good too. So that's about all we got.
All right, questions for Becky? All right, thank you. Moving on to public hearings, we have the 2026 fee schedule. Ms. Nachi is going to lead us through that.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This evening we're holding a public hearing for consideration of proposed amendments to the city fee schedule for 2026. Council reviewed the proposed fee schedule at the December 2nd meeting and called for a public hearing, which was originally scheduled to be held on December 16th, but the public hearing did not get to the paper in time. It was announced at that meeting the public hearing would be held at this evening, and the notice was posted and published. Staff went through the fee schedule and recommends the following changes be made, which I'll summarize. Remove the cannabinoid fee license fee and add cannabis registration fee in accordance with state statute. Restructure the administrative citation fees so all code violations fall under the same fee schedule rather than list each violation. The exceptions have not changed our flat fee no matter the number of violations. Clarify language for vehicle impound release fee. Change the number of yard waste site cards allowed per household to 2 following a change made at the county. Increase TIF application escrow amount. Update parkland dedication fees. remove SSTS permits, which are the septic permits, increase snowplow rates, update equipment list and rental rates, and approve water and sewer rate changes and monthly meter fees for 2026. And then I'll stand for any questions, otherwise if you want to open the public hearing.
All right, so we will open the public hearing at 5:05. Does council have any questions for Susan?
No.
Nope.
Anybody from the public want to testify at the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second to close the public hearing at 5:06. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed state no. All right, public hearing's closed at 5:06.
All right, then I have two things. I need a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 299, second series, revising section 2.19 of chapter 2 in the city code for the amendments that I just spoke about. And then a motion and second to approve ordinance 299, second series summary for publication purposes.
All right, so we have before us ordinance 299, second series, which revises section 2.19, chapter 2 in the city code that Susan just explained. Anybody like to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Robin and second by Mike. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, state no. That motion carries. And then we need a motion and a second to approve this ordinance for publication, if anyone wants to move that approval.
I'll make that motion as well.
And I'll second.
Motion by Robin, second by Mike for the publication. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, state no. That motion carries.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, moving on to administrator and staff reports. We have the annual designations.
Mayor Kobinger and city council members, every year the council is required to make certain designations for the year. These designations don't change from year to year, and the 26 designations are the same as 25. The council will have an interim succession order that they will approve, the official newspaper, depositories, attorneys for various activities, auditors, and then those individuals who are authorized to make electronic fund transfers. And so all those are listed in the resolution, and staff would request adoption of the resolution. I would be happy to stand for any questions.
All right, so we have resolution 2601, which makes our annual designations for the city of Becker. Does anyone?
Motion to approve resolution 2601.
I'll second.
Motion by Rick, second by Becky. Do we have any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Opposed, state no. That motion carries. Next up is the committee appointments.
Mayor Kobinger and city council members, this was on the executive session for the meeting on December 16th. I think there was not, entire council members were present, so this was held over for this meeting to select 2026 committee appointments, and we will fill in the resolution as you determine in your discussion.
All right. I know we talked a little bit last meeting. People could email Greg. Did anybody have a burning desire to send emails, or
Just you.
just me? Okay. Well, how do people want to go about tackling this? What are council's wishes? I did speak up last meeting and said I think it's good to, I personally have experience with when we've rotated some committees, and from a person just starting, I think that is a good idea to learn more about the operations of what are happening. But what are the council's wishes?
I'm fine with the committees I have. I don't have a strong preference. If everybody wants to shake them up, we'll shake them up. I've been on just about every committee, or sometimes I don't,
Yeah, I'm fine with where I am. I like to have them during the day so staff doesn't have to work at night. And so most of the ones I'm on are during the day. So I'd just soon stay there.
I'm the same with Mike, just because day's better for me also, those day ones, those morning ones.
Especially that 7 AM police.
That's my
convenience.
favorite one. Can they all be at 7 AM? I shouldn't have even said that out loud.
Well, one that I'm on is the LPI Advisory Board, and it's a quarterly luncheon, and it's on Wednesdays, and I am working in the cities on Wednesdays, and I just can't.
Can't make them.
I can't. So if somebody wanted to flip-flop something, like I said, it's only quarterly.
What time of the day is that?
Noon.
Noon.
I can do it, it's not a big deal. If it's during the day, that makes my life easier.
Yeah, it's only quarterly, so.
I can help a girl out.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, if there's something somebody wants a break from, I'm willing to make whatever changes.
I know when I emailed Greg, one of the things I talked about was I would like to be on the Excel Advisory Board just because there's several meetings that I go to and involved with looking at some economic development and those types
So
of
you
things.
can take my place on it if you want.
That one's quarterly as well.
It's, yeah, it's not every week, it's not every month, so.
Well, what are people's thoughts? I'm hearing from the council, most people want to keep it, for the most part, status quo.
I'm all right with it, yeah.
Just ask staff maybe for next year if we could get a history of how long people have been on all committees. Again, I just find there's value in rotating and looking with fresh eyes at things. It doesn't mean anybody's done anything wrong, certainly. I think it's a little bit different when you're the mayor, because I think you end up getting a lot of the phone calls when the snow flies or when there's something posted for golf today. I got 2 messages wanting to know why we're hiring more people at the golf course. So it's just, probably I'm in a unique situation where I get contacted a little bit more than most people.
Is there any in mind you'd wanna trade with? I mean, I don't care either way, but that's,
Well, I think I should probably stay on fire board because we just switched
and you're the chair.
and I'm the chair. So that one, I think, made sense. Excel made sense for me.
I'd like to stay on Excel, I guess, that's.
Do we just want to go from the top and go through, or what are council's wishes there, or do we want to?
Yeah, I'm okay with the changes we made.
I mean, yeah, if you have specific ones you want, otherwise, you know, I'm fine either way. I mean, I don't mind my committees, so. If you have ones that you're,
No, like I said, fire and Excel. I'm fine on EDA, it doesn't matter to me. Not hearing an appetite to switch.
No, I'm good where I'm at.
So the only changes we would have are me replacing Mike on Excel and Becky replacing Robin on LPI. Is that correct?
yep,
If there are others I'd like to at some point. It's harder for me to make daytime meetings, so I'm not gonna lie, but because I don't get there. But, yeah, Yeah. Yeah, I don't want things to get stale either, and that's,
Is there something you'd like to be on, Robin?
well, at some point I'd like to sit on golf because it's an interest I have. But I get that they're both more open to daytime meetings, and I do have a harder time making that work.
I get that, but I think we have to, I think staff are flexible and we're not, I mean, I'm assuming we've changed some times and things in the past.
Yeah, we can change the times anytime.
Right.
We weren't always 7 AM on police committee, but
You like getting up that early there, chief?
I will be here whenever you need me here.
All right. Is that after hockey?
sure is.
Sorry. Well, Robin has expressed an interest in golf. Is there someone that would be willing to switch with her?
Sorry. I'm just trying to think, because I mean, night's my work. So I'm trying to figure out.
What if you just straight switch since she took, or you took her,
LPI, right?
Yeah,
and then you could give up golf, so that way you keep the same.
I just feel bad because that's just a quarterly one. I mean, I shouldn't feel bad, right? I should.
You shouldn't, you get lunch.
What? You didn't tell me there was lunch.
it's a
There's
lunch meeting.
lunch. Dang. No, I mean, go ahead. Can you deal with Mike?
You have a lot of things with Mike. Kidding.
Okay,
That's a 10 o'clock meeting.
10 AM?
Yeah.
and that could be switched, correct? Mr. Knutson? Used to be 5:30?
Now it worked better for them to move mornings, so we moved to morning, so it used to be, I think, Mondays at 5:30.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it used to be an evening meeting, yeah.
so we can switch that around if these changes we make, we'll just.
Yeah, we can change the times.
I can,
Okay.
I
I
can
just
be
don't like to
somewhat
make
flexible.
people stay after work, you know, to,
No, I'm done with work by 3 o'clock,
Oh,
no, so that would work too.
so.
If you guys switch it up, we'll make the time work.
okay.
Okay.
Anybody else want to propose any changes? If not, I think we just had Becky and Robin switching LPI and golf and me taking Mike's spot on Excel.
Unless Becky wants to go back to budget and finance.
You're funny. Love you, Richard.
No, I'm good with
Okay.
everything.
Would anybody like to make a motion for resolution 2602, keeping the appointments the same except for those three, actually, well, four, I guess, technical changes, or three. Robin on golf, Becky on LPI, and me on Excel.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
A motion by Rick, second by Mike. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed state no. That motion carries. All right, moving on to the consent agenda.
Mayor Colbinger and city council members, items for approval, adoption, or review on tonight's consent agenda include the hiring and termination report, payment of the bills, the minutes of the December 16th, 2025 city council meeting, the minutes of the December 16th, 2025 executive meeting, the minutes of the November 17th, 2025 fire board meeting, resolution number 2026-03, accepting the following donations: $2,500 from the Becker Alliance for an AED for the BAC, $400 from Bylum Chi to the police department, $100 from Barbara Holt to the police department. Payment of invoice number 659-500 in the amount of $82,492.50 to McDowell Company for the 2025 library area AHU and ACCU replacement project. And I'll stand for any questions.
Well, thank you to our donors. Once again, the Lions came through and our others, so thank you. Phil, I have one question. Do you know anything about the AED? Is that gonna be accessible at all times? this is a good move to get one over there, cause we've talked about it for a long time, so.
I didn't want Tony to come running out of
Yeah,
the back
I was
and not
waiting.
have me on record. The plan right now, or proposal, would be to put it at the concession area, where most of the congregants are at. There is talk, should we put it out by the play area, so you can hit it from the other fields as well. So, we will determine that, where our power is off the scoreboards. But, the first thought was to put it by concession. It wouldn't be accessible when the park's closed in the wintertime.
Well,
But nobody's out there.
Right.
So, we just thought the central hub, that's likely where it would go.
If somebody's having an incident, you freak out, that's probably gonna be the first place you go.
Right, it's the most logical is what we thought in talking, we'll work with our users as well, just to confirm, with the associations that they're on the same page with us. But that's likely where it's at, so.
so they would have access, like even during a practice time or
Yes,
something.
yep, yep.
Cool.
So, and it's the same exact unit that's at, Cobinger and City Park as well. So we'll replicate that out there. They are getting upgraded with the, I think Narcan and something else. They're getting upgrades to the new one. Yeah, there's two, I can't remember exactly what it is. We can give you that information. But the old ones are getting equipped with it as well. The Lions gave us enough money to retrofit the old ones as well. So they're all uniform. And we do have money in the budget or the Parks Fund at Snuffy's. As soon as we get power down there, we have low volt power down there, but we don't have power that could support that. We've got the funds set aside for that as well, and we'll place one down there as well.
Great. Awesome, thank you. All right, any other questions? If not, we would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion by Rick, a second by Robin. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, state no. This consent agenda carries. Anniversary announcements. Part-time employee Hudson Romfo for 5 years of service at the community center. Thank you very much. And our other anniversaries, Karen Dundery, City Hall, 4 years. Rob Hackler, also City Hall, 4 years. Austin Peterson, 2 years at City Hall. Jason Henderson at the golf course, 9 years. Caleb Hansen at PD, 6 years. And Ryan Hammers, should have checked, 3 years, maintenance worker at Public Works. So thank you to all of those individuals for your continued dedication to Becker. How many of you have seen all the online stuff about the mayor's letter? Anybody out there? Gotta spend more time on Facebook, Chris. I would not recommend that. Yeah, right? Mine too. So it started out at the beginning of December. There was 8 mayors from the Brainerd Lakes area that wrote a letter, and then they got up to 98 signatures, and I think this past Monday they're up to 240 some or whatever. I had one resident reach out via email actually to Mr. LaRude, who forwarded on. Other than that, there's just been a little bit of Facebook stuff, some of which are Becker residents, but it's a letter that was written to the governor and the legislature, and it was not sent through the Minnesota Mayors Association. I want to make that really clear. So it was just a group of mayors that sent it out, and we're using social media to try to get people to sign on. I in fact did not sign the letter, so it's not a little statement. You guys know I talk a lot, so sorry. I'll go fast, but for the residents and people here to know why I did not sign, I'll just kind of go through some of my points, I guess, without reading this. It's about an 800-word letter. A lot of the social media posts say things like mayors are demanding things. That word was never used in the letter. Just so we're very clear on that. The letter stated that the city government are the level of government closest to the people. I find that untrue and disagree. Townships are much closer. There's over 1,200 or close to 1,200 townships in Minnesota. Residents can actually go there and vote on their budget. That's definitely a form of direct democracy, closer to the people than we are. Would note that spending over 20 years as an English teacher and 30 as a local reporter, words and precise language matter to me. So it would have to meet a pretty high threshold for me to just sign some letter that's out there. I do agree with much of the content. And I've reached out numerous times to our elected officials at the state level about fraud and abuse that's occurring in Minnesota, and I did that even before my time as mayor. I'm also positive that Senator Matthews and Representative Meckland would be very aware of my feelings, and I think they're both very aware of City of Becker issues. We talk often. The letter goes on to cite a statewide average increase of city levies at approximately 8.7%. In Becker, thanks to the hard work of our staff, we kept that down to 2.45%. That's a huge source of pride. The letter went on to talk about needing to do that because of unfunded mandates. In Becker, the paid Minnesota leave program was the biggest unfunded mandate I think we probably received this year. That had an impact of $40,372 in premiums for the city, of which $25,184 was funded through the general fund levy. So $25,000 of that 2.45% was indeed the Minnesota paid leave program. There are mayors who signed the letter stating they are, quote, committed to responsible budgeting and fiscal restraint, end quote, only to turn around and impose a nearly 9% tax increase on their residents. They're free to do that, but I call out hypocrisy when I see it. The letter was also lacking specific actions. It was a very generalized letter, level of accountability from the state. The letter urged the legislature to course correct with their fiscal management. I think that's a weak state, I believe was